What's going on, everybody? And I know, I quit making Forza content. But I just had to share this latest scoop with you, as I just found out something that Turn 10 is planning on doing months in advance. On April 1st, Turn 10 is going to announce to us that we've been playing the beta all along and that the real game is slated to release later in the year. Okay, no, not really. I'm just having a little bit of fun with you, as it would seem like we are finally getting a completed game eventually. Every month, the updates are slowly turning the game into what was promised at launch of October of 23. Credit should always go where the credit is due, and the Turn 10 devs, for the most part, have solved the stability issues, the rendering issues, the game crashes, the broken lobbies, the broken replays, the game exploits, revamped the FRR and car point systems, all while adding new content to the game free of any microtransactions, leading Forza Motorsport to resemble an actual game. This dedication to fixing the game goes clear back to 2017, where after the release of FM7, they spent 3 years making that game right after all the problems that it had, like the stability issues, the rendering issues, the game crashes, the broken lobbies. Wait, I'm seeing a pattern here. I digress. A year into the new Forza Motorsport, and it's more playable than ever before. With all these great improvements to the game, just leaves one question. Why don't I enjoy playing Forza anymore? For the first time since I picked up Forza Motorsport 2, there is a Forza title that I just don't consider fun. The new Forza feels more like a job. Kind of like a job I had in my youth, where my heart sank a little bit into my chest every time I walked through the door because I was putting in a high amount of effort for little pay. And I'm not talking about Forza's economic system, I'm talking about the emotional payoff from playing the game. That satisfying, or not so satisfying, feeling you get once the game is shut off. I say job because tuning has become an excruciating long process, and while it really pays off on cars that are naturally grippy due to the grip physics of the game being turned up to 11, it's an endless and sometimes fruitless venture to try with most anything else but leaderboard cars. A big part of the fun of the game, personally anyways, was taking cars that shouldn't win and beating the board cars with them. Leaderboard cars are nothing new to Forza Motorsport games. While a few have changed over the years, most have been the same from game to game for many iterations of the franchise. And mainly, it's the same players that have exploited these same cars with the same meta tunes over and over again. The new Forza Motorsport has only exacerbated this problem, turning beating them from a difficult task into a damn near impossible one. Compounding this dilemma is the straight-up nerfing of American cars, whereas in FM7, you could comfortably build a muscle car for Charlie class, and with some savvy building and tuning, even in Delta, and still be competitive. Now, with the grip being so paramount, the muscle cars need a swap from the V8 to an inline 6 just to fit them in the class with race tires. While the PI structure for most of the cars have remained relatively unchanged, the PI structure for muscle cars have been needlessly neutered, then adding to their disadvantage of already being heavy cars. Does this disadvantage make this game more realistic? Quite possibly. However, realism hasn't been the franchise's strength up till now. Motorsport's entire identity has hinged on it being a simcade, offering a more level playing field to its huge roster of cars, and not favoring one subgroup to the next. With the blatant low PI ceiling given to American cars, especially in the lower classes, it feels like Turn 10 is pandering to a younger generation that's obsessed with German and Japanese cars and have an open disdain for older American cars. If I can't build, tune, and outdrive the board cars with the cars that I like to drive, why am I playing the game? The essence of motorsports has always been that simcade aspect, and now it has been stripped away in favor of more realism. Realism that can be had in any other game. Another dilemma for playing motorsport is time management now. The race weekend format is a great idea, especially for the upper classes with the all-out race cars. Disheartening is the best term to describe hopping on Forza Motorsport for a few races with a limited amount of time to play, only to have to wait up to 20 minutes to even start your first race. Then, during that 20 minutes, most people quit the lobby, and you're left with less than a stellar field of cars. Or, if you race the lower classes in multi-class, usually you end up driving by yourself. Again, the race weekend format is brilliant, and I'm not saying get rid of it. But the addition of some rapid-fire lobbies like what we've had in the rest of the Forza Motorsport iterations would certainly bring back some of the player base. Too many times I have gotten on, waited up to 20 minutes for a race that was good, and then, in the next lobby, end up with just one other player in it. Back out of that and find a populated lobby finally, only to find out that I gotta wait another 10, 15, 20 minutes to start. Now in that time, I could have made an entire 3-race championship over on Horizon, which is the game I have basically defaulted to for multiple races and being able to drive the cars that I want to drive. My critiques of Forza Motorsport are tame compared to what a lot of other players have to say. And even though they're personal to me, I still think the dev team has done a great job turning the game around since launch. I still think it's an amazing game, but it's an amazing game that's just not right for me. I tried to like this game. Hell, I tried to force myself to like this game. I have given Forza Motorsport a more fair shake than I have given any other video game I have ever played. Without the heart and soul of being a simcade racer that gave all other Forza Motorsports their identity. What do you guys think? Has Forza Motorsport lost something by losing the simcade, or do you like the new realism? Are you still playing Forza Motorsport? And what was your first Forza? Tell me in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you guys. On your way down to the comment section, check out the description below for links to Cruizers' social media and brand new Cruizers shirts amongst other merch with the security of an eBay purchase. You know you want a Cruiser sticker. I thank you for watching and everybody's continued support, my friends. And remember, those friends, they're the family you get to choose. I'll see you next week, fellow Cruisers.